Welcome to Thursday's football analysis. We have 16 key matches to cover for February 19th. Dinamo Zagreb and Genk are set for a high-intensity European clash where a high number of set-pieces is expected. Dinamo Zagreb utilizes an aggressive attacking style at the Maxima Stadium, frequently using the wings to stretch opposing defenses, which consistently results in a high volume of corners. Statistically, the Croatian side averages over 5 corners per home match due to their persistent crossing game. Genk also maintains an expansive tactical approach, focusing on quick transitions and long-range efforts that often get deflected behind the goal line. Both teams possess physical attackers who thrive on aerial duels, encouraging their midfielders to win corner situations. Given the offensive necessity for both clubs and their historical tendency to engage in end-to-end battles with numerous wide attacks, the probability of exceeding the 7.5 corner threshold is very high. Prediction: total corners, over 7.5. Brann hosts Bologna in a European fixture where set-pieces are expected to play a major role. The Norwegian side is known for its high-intensity attacking style at home, frequently utilizing wide areas to deliver crosses, which consistently leads to a high number of corners. Brann's offensive pressure often forces defenders into hurried clearances. Bologna, while tactically disciplined, tends to concede corners when facing sustained pressure from aggressive wing play. Under their current defensive structure, they prioritize protecting the central area, often allowing deflections toward the touchline. Given the proactive nature of both teams and the likely pace of the game in Norway, the match is highly probable to exceed the 7.5 corner threshold. Prediction: total corners, over 7.5. Fenerbahce hosts Nottingham Forest in a high-stakes Europa League playoff where disciplinary intensity is expected to be high. Fenerbahce has been particularly active in terms of cautions this season, averaging 4.13 yellow cards per match in European competition. Their tactical approach under pressure often leads to tactical fouls, especially in transition phases. Nottingham Forest, while slightly more disciplined in the Premier League with 1.42 yellow cards per match, has shown a tendency to struggle in high-pressure away environments. Specifically, key defenders like Nikola Milenkovic and Morato have already accumulated multiple bookings this season. Given the knockout nature of this fixture and Fenerbahce's aggressive home style, which often draws opponents into physical confrontations, the probability of seeing at least 4 cards during the 90 minutes is very high. Prediction: total cards, over 3.5. PAOK faces Celta Vigo at the Tumba Stadium, where the Greek side is historically formidable and consistently finds the net. Supported by an intense home crowd, PAOK adopts an aggressive attacking posture, utilizing quick transitions and effective set-piece routines to pressure elite European defenses. Their offensive efficiency at home is a key trait of their tactical identity. Celta Vigo, while technically proficient in La Liga, has occasionally shown defensive vulnerabilities during away European fixtures, particularly when facing sustained physical pressure. Given the hostile atmosphere in Thessaloniki and PAOK's proven ability to capitalize on scoring opportunities in front of their supporters, the home side is highly likely to break through the Spanish defense during this encounter. Prediction: PAOK to score. Celtic hosts Stuttgart at Celtic Park in a Europa League knockout fixture where goals are highly expected. Celtic has maintained a consistent scoring record at home, averaging 2.92 goals per match in domestic play and 1.63 goals in their current European campaign. Their last 5 matches have seen them score at least twice in nearly every outing, highlighting their offensive momentum. Stuttgart arrives in strong form, winning 4 of their last 5 matches while averaging 2.2 goals per game during that period. In the Europa League, Stuttgart has averaged 1.88 goals per match, showing they possess the clinical edge needed for away European ties. Given both teams' proactive tactical styles and their current scoring averages, which comfortably exceed the necessary threshold, a match with at least 2 goals is highly probable. Prediction: total goals, over 1.5. Lille hosts Red Star Belgrade in a Europa League round of 32 clash where disciplinary intensity is expected to be high. Lille has maintained a consistent card record this season, averaging 2.13 yellow cards per match in European competition. Their recent domestic form also shows a tendency for physical play, accumulating 9 yellow cards over their last 5 League One outings. Red Star Belgrade enters the fixture with a similar profile, averaging 2.38 yellow cards per match in the Europa League so far. Historically, their qualifying matches were also marked by frequent cautions, averaging 2 yellow cards and a high foul count per game. Given the knockout nature of this February 19th encounter and both teams' aggressive defensive styles, the match is highly likely to see at least 4 total cards issued. Prediction: total cards, over 3.5. Ludogorets and Ferencváros face off in a Europa League knockout match where a high card count is expected. Ludogorets has been active in terms of bookings, averaging 1.88 yellow cards per match in the Europa League. Their domestic statistics also show a physical edge, with players like Sun and Almeida frequently involved in high foul situations. Ferencváros arrives with an even higher disciplinary profile, averaging 2.5 yellow cards per match in European competition this season. The Hungarian side also commits an average of 12.5 fouls per game, highlighting their aggressive defensive posture. Given the history of competitive fixtures between these two clubs and the high stakes of this February 19th encounter, the intensity is likely to result in at least 4 total cautions. Prediction: total cards, over 3.5. Panathinaikos and Viktoria face off in a Europa League round of 32 clash where set pieces are expected to be frequent. Panathinaikos has maintained a solid corner record at home this season, averaging 8.56 corners in their domestic fixtures. In their current European campaign, they have averaged 4.3 corners per game, while their opponents have averaged 3.3. Viktoria also shows strong offensive intent, ranking 5th in their domestic league for corners won with a total of 115. Their Europa League statistics reflect this proactive style, averaging 8.1 attempts per match and creating consistent wide pressure. In their previous meeting this season, a 0-0 draw in December, the match saw several corner opportunities, including 3 for Panathinaikos in the second half alone. Given both teams' tactical reliance on wing-back transitions and crossing, exceeding the 8.5 corner threshold is highly probable. Prediction: total corners, over 8.5. Crystal Palace enters this Conference League knockout tie as the heavy favourite to secure an away victory in Mostar. Despite mixed domestic results, the Premier League side possesses a significantly deeper and more experienced squad, with key players like Ismaila Sarr and Jean-Philippe Mateta providing elite offensive quality. Palace has shown strength on the road this season, recently securing 4 points from 2 away league games. Zrinjski Mostar, while dominant in the Bosnian League, has struggled for offensive consistency in Europe, averaging only 0.8 goals per match and winning just 30% of their recent outings. The tactical gap between the English top flight and the Bosnian Premier League is expected to be decisive, as Palace's technical superiority and defensive structure should allow them to control the tempo and capitalize on transitions. Prediction: Crystal Palace to win. Sigma Olomouc and Lausanne-Sport head into this Conference League knockout tie with a high probability of producing at least 2 goals. Statistically, Lausanne-Sport has been very reliable in this market, with over 1.5 goals occurring in 80% of their total matches and 92% of their home games this season. The Swiss side averages 1.52 goals scored per match and has found the net in 5 consecutive outings. Sigma Olomouc, while appearing more conservative in recent domestic play, averages 1.17 goals scored and 1.5 conceded per match overall. Their previous European fixtures show they are capable of both scoring and conceding, with a season average of 2.5 total goals per game. Given Lausanne's consistent offensive output and Sigma's defensive record of conceding 2.2 goals per game over their last 5 matches, a dynamic encounter with multiple scoring contributions is likely. Prediction: total goals, over 1.5. FC Noah hosts AZ Alkmaar in a Conference League knockout tie where the Armenian side is well positioned to find the net. Noah has maintained a consistent scoring record at the Republican Stadium, notably defeating Legia Warsaw 2-1 and Olimpija Ljubljana 3-2 in earlier rounds. Throughout their European campaign, they have averaged exactly 1 goal per match while maintaining over 55% possession, highlighting a proactive tactical approach. AZ Alkmaar, while favourites, has shown defensive lapses on the road, recently conceding 3 goals against NEC Nijmegen and PEC Zwolle. Statistical models give this match a 64% probability of both teams scoring, reflecting the high likelihood of Noah breaking through. Given Noah's proven efficiency in Yerevan and AZ's recent struggles to keep away clean sheets, the home side is highly likely to score at least once. Prediction: FC Noah to score. KuPS and Lech Poznan meet in a Conference League knockout tie where goals from both sides are highly probable. KuPS has been consistently productive at home, utilizing their familiarity with local conditions to maintain an aggressive offensive rhythm. Their tactical setup focuses on quick transitions, which often catches European opponents off balance. Lech Poznan arrives as the technical favorite, boasting a clinical attacking line that has averaged 1.8 goals per match in their current campaign. While the Polish side possesses superior individual quality, they have shown defensive vulnerabilities in away fixtures, conceding in 4 of their last 5 European trips. Statistically, both teams have found the net in over 65% of their recent competitive outings. Given the high stakes and the proactive tactical nature of both managers, a dynamic encounter with goals at both ends is the most likely scenario for this first leg clash. Prediction: both teams to score. Jagiellonia welcomes Fiorentina in a Conference League knockout tie where goals from both sides are highly anticipated. The Polish champions have been exceptionally strong at home, maintaining a high scoring average thanks to their fluid attacking rotations and clinical finishing. Their tactical bravery often leads to open games, especially when facing elite European opposition. Fiorentina, while technically superior, has displayed a consistent trend of both scoring and conceding in their recent away fixtures. The Italian side averages 1.9 goals per match but has kept only 1 clean sheet in their last 5 European outings. Statistically, Jagiellonia has found the net in 90% of their home games this season, while Fiorentina's offensive depth ensures they remain a constant threat. Given the proactive styles of both teams, an encounter where both goalkeepers are beaten is the most probable outcome. Prediction: both teams to score. Drita and Celje face off in a Conference League knockout tie with a high probability of seeing multiple goals. Celje has been offensively prolific this season, averaging 1.8 goals per match in the competition and an impressive 2.39 goals across all competitions. Statistically, 88% of Celje's matches this season have exceeded the 1.5 goal threshold, and they have failed to score in only 2 outings. Drita, while more conservative, has seen over 1.5 goals in 65% of their total matches and maintains a solid scoring record at home. Both teams enter this February 19th fixture having conceded frequently in their recent 5 matches, with averages of 1.2 and 2.0 goals allowed respectively. Given Celje's scoring consistency and the defensive trends of both sides, a match with at least 2 goals is highly likely. Prediction: total goals, over 1.5. Omonia Nicosia welcomes Rijeka to the GSP Stadium for this Conference League knockout clash, with the home side in exceptional scoring form. Omonia has been dominant at home this season, averaging 2.3 goals per match and failing to score in only 10% of their fixtures. Their offensive consistency is bolstered by top scorer Willy Semedo, who has already netted 20 goals across all competitions. Rijeka, while defensively solid in the Croatian league, has shown vulnerabilities in away European ties, conceding an average of 1.3 goals per match on the road and keeping a clean sheet in only 10% of their away games. Given Omonia's aggressive home tactical setup and Rijeka's struggle to maintain away shutouts, the Cypriot side is highly likely to find the back of the net at least once during this February 19th encounter. Prediction: Omonia Nicosia to score. Shkendija hosts Samsunspor in this Conference League tie with a strong probability of finding the net. The North Macedonian side is remarkably efficient at home, scoring in 85% of their fixtures at their home stadium this season. Their aggressive tactical approach and high-pressing style often force defensive errors from visiting teams. Samsunspor, despite possessing higher individual quality, has struggled to maintain clean sheets in recent away matches, conceding in 4 of their last 5 competitive outings. Statistical trends highlight Shkendija's offensive consistency in European qualifiers, while the Turkish side's defensive transitions remain vulnerable during high-intensity away games. Given the home crowd's influence and the visitors' recent defensive record, the home team is highly likely to score at least once. Prediction: Shkendija to score. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment with your picks. See you in the next one.